Happy Friday. Welcome to the On Deck podcast presented by LineStar, your top MLB player prop bets for today, plus home run calls of the day. Alongside my co-host, Tyler Wiemann, I am Shannon Sommerville. Tyler is rocking the San Diego Padres hat because they're on a roll. Meanwhile, my Yankees, Tyler, are breaking my heart. That Subway Series just was a dagger to the heart, dropping 2 to the Mets. What is going on? Hey, but at least we've got Aaron Rodgers throwing dimes to Garrett Wilson in training camp, and the Jets are winning the Super Bowl. So I got that going for me. What do you think?
I like that you're making it all about yourself when Dylan Cease just threw a no-hitter. We've won 5 straight, and we're talking about Aaron Rodgers and the Yankees sucking.
Yes, you're familiar with this show, are you
Gross.
not? Got to make it about myself. And if I may do so some more,
Right.
yesterday, you're welcome.
Go pick some Mets props. Go pick some Boston props.
You're welcome for the no-hitter yesterday. I feel like I secured that for you by not saying out loud that it was a no-hitter going on. When you texted me, Dylan Cease with the little eyeball emoji, I saw what was going on, and I calmly turned to my coworkers and I said, we should turn on the Padres game. And I did not. I left it at that. Everybody else figured it out.
Eli didn't have it on already?
And I didn't jinx it. Yeah, I didn't have it on.
I can't believe Eli didn't have it on.
Well, Eli was not in the office, so that's probably.
Oh, okay. That's why.
Yes,
that's why
that
it wasn't
makes
on.
sense.
All right.
So
now it checks out.
Yes, it all makes sense. All right, so getting back on the rails here on this Friday show, we've got some great prop bets for you. And by the way, Tyler, let's make it about me some more. I have hit my Flex Friday tickets the last 2 weeks with at least 5 picks in them. So why don't we just send it today again for a third? I'll reveal what my ticket looks like on Underdog Fantasy at the end of the show. And you guys can tail me if you want, although, you know, the odds of me hitting for the third straight Friday, low, but hey, we're going to try to do it. Got to do it. Full send Friday. We got some great prop bets for you. Of course, we're using the Props AI tool in the LineStar app to help us find the best value. By the way, we have a nice best ball tool as well that's new. If you haven't checked out the LineStar app, I highly suggest you do so. And if you want to take it for a test spin, we've got some great deals where you can get a 1-month free trial of LineStar. All you need to do is either sign up as a new user for Underdog Fantasy, Sleeper, Chalkboard, ParlayPlay. Use the promo code LineStar, deposit some money, you'll get a nice deposit match, and then you'll get that 1 free month of LineStar. So a great way to take advantage of that as we get ready for football season as well. But right now it's baseball season. We got some props for you guys. Tyler, where are you headed for your main prop bet of the day?
I'm going to go with Matt Wallner over 0.5 bases. LineStar projection 1.5. Consensus 1.4. He's a top 5% hitter versus right-handed pitching. He's hitting almost 270 with a 268 ISO versus right-handed pitching, and he's facing Montero, who is just meh. He gives up a 254 average versus left-handed pitching, and then hitters. And then you get past him, you get a bullpen that's not very good. So I like Wallner. He's a hot bat. He crushes righties, and I think he's going to get at least 1 knock today.
Yeah, just got to get 1 knock for us to clear that 0.5 bases. For my main prop bet, I'm going to the Baltimore Orioles. And when I saw the matchup they had on deck for you, sorry about it, Tyler, but it's kind of fading
we're gonna
Padres
get
for
crushed
today. But I had to go and immediately look at the lefty bats of the Baltimore Orioles based on the pitching matchup for today. So the first guy I'm looking at is Colton over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. LineStar's projection for him for this is 2.7, and he's been over this 7 of the last 10 games, and he's been on fire. 400 average, 1,300 OPS over the last 7 days. He qualifies as the top 25% hitter against righties, and today he's facing Padres righty Adam Mazur, who ranks 276 against lefty bats. Also, the Padres bullpen 21st, and Baltimore Orioles, even though they haven't been in the top half this month of RBIs over the course of the season, we know this is a hot-hitting team, and they've got a lot of lefties in the lineup against Mazur today, so I really like the Orioles, especially those lefties, but Colton over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs for our main picks. So for our main picks for today, where we go 2-0, one randomly selected commenter will win $50. This is the ticket we're looking at. Matt Wallner over 0.5 bases and Colton over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Remember, if you haven't already, like this video, subscribe to the channel, comment below, and you're automatically entered in to win our contest if we go 2-0 on our picks for today. All right, it is Flex Friday, so we've got to give our viewers plenty of options to choose from to help fill up their ticket. Where you got for a bonus?
Before I get to my bonus, I got to tell you that I am fully on board with Baltimore today. I think our winning streak is coming to an end. Baltimore is probably going to have 7 lefties versus Missouri, and that just does not bode well for the Padres' chances today. Now, for my bonus pick, we're going with Mike Yastrzemski over 0.5 bases. Our LineStar projections 1.3. The consensus is the same. Yaz is a very, very streaky hitter, and currently over the last 20 games, he's hitting 327. He is on a hot streak. He's also facing Kyle Freeland, who he has 18 plate attempts against. I can't talk. But he's hitting 471 versus Freeland with a 353 ISO. With him being hot right now, I highly doubt Yaz doesn't get at least one knock.
All right, so I like where your head's at for that one. So one of my bonus picks, I got a couple for you guys, but keeping with this trend here, I also like Heliot Ramos over 1.5 bases. Now he's been a little colder lately, only over this for the last 10 games, but it's his splits versus lefties that I'm keying in on here because he's got a 426 average, 1356 OPS against them. And in fact, his ISO, which is that raw power metric that we love, especially for the home run calls, 417 against lefties, and going up against Colorado lefty Kyle Freeland, who is 259th versus right-handed bats. We've also got some wind blowing out there today. So Heliot Ramos is another nice one there that I was looking at. And keeping with that Baltimore Orioles trend, Gunnar Henderson over 1.5 base is a nice one as well. LineStar's projection 2.7. He has been pretty cold over this just 3 times in the last 10 games, but favorable matchup. I mentioned Mazur's stats against lefty bats. He also gives a 393 average to them. Bullpen 21st. And we're talking about Gunnar Henderson, who likely batting first tonight. So that's a great spot as well. And I also like Bobby Witt Jr., the home run derby runner-up tonight over, yes, 2.5 hits, runs, and RBIs, which is an astronomical line. However, LineStar's projection here is 4.3. He's been over this 7 of the last 10 games and batting nearly 700. 1905 OPS over the last 7 days. He's just been insane. He's been 3 for 4 in 5 of the last 6 games, and he's going up against Cubs' Kyle Hendricks, who's giving up nearly a 300 opponent average and ranks 233rd versus righty bats. Also, that Chicago bullpen, 25th against righty bats, and we're talking about a hitter who is top 5% barreled balls, top 5% exit velocity versus righties over the last 2 weeks. Bobby Witt Jr. I know that line is crazy at 2.5, and usually I wouldn't recommend anyone hitting over that, but I just feel like the matchup is a little bit too juicy for me to pass up on. So those are the props that I'm looking at for today. We've got some interesting, I'm sure from a daily fantasy perspective, Tyler, which if you haven't checked out Tyler's breakdown, I highly recommend you do so. But it's kind of an interesting slate for today. Anything you can tell us about the DFS landscape for today?
Yeah, I mean, I love Baltimore stacks, so I can leave that. Also, I have a little bit of information that I think is interesting for the AL WAR leader. Right now, it is Bobby Witt over Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge is at 6.6 and Bobby Witt is at 6.9 WAR for this season. So the guy could, if he keeps this up for a little bit longer, could end up being a MVP candidate.
Wow, that's pretty incredible, especially when you think about Judge's numbers. And I don't know, I guess also the thing Aaron Judge has going against him is everyone just keeps walking him. I don't think he doesn't see too many pitches, but I guess Bobby Witt's becoming a hitter that I think a lot of pitchers are going to stop throwing him across the plate to him because he's been cleaning it up recently. So interesting nugget of information there. I shied away from Judge today. His numbers at Fenway actually haven't been that great. So I was thinking about it at first, but speaking of Judge, thought I'd throw that out there that I'm not on board, which means he's probably going to hit a home run just to spite me, but that's okay. Yeah. Yankees have not been great recently. So I've been trying to stay off of them as far as prop betting goes. They've been a little inconsistent, so we're staying away from them, especially Aaron Judge. Home run calls aren't as valuable you know the deal with Aaron Judge home runs. All right, I'm going to stop rambling, and we are going to get to our home run calls of the day. Tyler, where are you headed for a dinger on this Friday?
I got to go to the LA Dodgers and Teoscar Hernandez plus 450 to hit a bomb. I think 450 is just too high for him. He is an absolute lefty killer. He's hitting 353 with a 235 ISO versus left-handed pitching over the last 20 games. And versus Valdez, he has a 385 ISO in the BVP data. So I think Teoscar is going to tee off and hit one over the fence today.
All right, for my home run call, I'm going to a guy I picked for a prop bet, and that is Bobby Witt Jr. And plus 400 for a bomb today seems like pretty great value for a guy that was runner-up in the home run derby, and he's been on fire lately. 207 ISO against right-handed pitching, going up against Cubs' Kyle Hendricks, who's given up a 1.79 home run per 9 rate, which is actually fourth highest among starters minimum 70 innings pitched. He also ranks 233rd against right-handed bats, and we know Bobby Witt Jr. is one of the best righty bats in the game right now, and that bullpen for the Cubs, 25th against righty bats, and we're talking about Bobby Witt Jr., who's top 5% barreled balls and exit velocity versus righties over the last 2 weeks. Give me Bobby Witt Jr. Nice value for plus 400 for this guy. He's been on fire lately. Gotta go there. Bobby Witt Jr. Let's go. Crank out some home runs for us today. Remember to
we're just
check
having
out
another home run derby final.
Yeah, we are. Remember to check out that MLB Dinger report if you are looking to place some home run bets. It's a great tool that'll help you out with that on the LineStar app. LineStarApp.com is where you could find that. And again, if you haven't already liked this video, subscribe to the channel, comment below. A comment enters you into our prop bets contest. Hopefully we'll go 2 for 2 on our main picks, and someone will get $50 on Monday, and we'll get to resume the cash gun celebrations here on the show. Any other order of business? Oh yes, I was going to reveal my Flex Friday Underdog Fantasy ticket that I submitted just before the show started. Now I'm only putting in $5 on this. It's just mostly for fun. Going so a little Giant stack and then a little Baltimore Orioles stack here. I'm going to go Henderson, Ramos, which are the picks that I gave out. We're also going to go Jorge Soler over 0.5 hits, Estrada over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. I also say Cowser over 1.5 hits, runs, RBI there as well. So that's my ticket. We'll see if I can go 3 Flex Fridays in a row, cash in a ticket. Fingers crossed. Let me know what your guys' picks are for today. And if you've got any locks, drop them in the comments. We're all trying to help each other out to beat the books. Good luck out there. We'll see you guys on Monday. And by the way, if you haven't checked out the Best Ball tool yet, it's awesome. Some of the features there are free, so go check it out, LineStarApp.com. Good luck. We'll see you guys on Monday.
Good luck, guys. Bye.